So what do I mean about the trouble with chickens? Well, apart from, as you saw in the previous clip, Dusty climb all over what will be the salad beds, and she manages to get on there no matter what I do. Apart from that, the other trouble with chickens is that you put out food. Well, of course you've got to put out food, but putting out food and fresh water attracts other little beings. Let me show you. Well, look, that's the main trouble with chickens. Their food is nice and tasty and organic, and yes, something else wants to eat it. It's not living under there, fortunately. It runs off in other directions, but this is what it does. Now, I take the food and the water in every night, so there's nothing there to attract it over night time, so it's got to come in the daytime and get it, unfortunately. Now, what I've done to rectify this is put peppermint oil around the outside of the feeder, and that seems to work. The rather strong smell doesn't stop the chickens eating, but it does stop the rat. But I will have to remember to keep redoing it, otherwise the rat's just going to come back when the smell's gone a bit. It's a bit of a nuisance though, isn't it? Because unfortunately it might look like a cuddly little creature, but they can carry disease, and it's rather too near the house for comfort. It goes off under the shed, but I can't find any rat signs in the shed, so maybe it just uses that to go through. Trouble is, that's not the limit of the rat problem. He is getting into the chicken run as well, or she, whatever it is. There does seem to be only one, which is good, which is probably not true. There are probably more around. But anyway, let me show you where the rat has been getting in and what I'm trying to do to prevent it. Bear in mind that I shut up the whole run of a night time, so trying to stop anything being able to get in there, because we do leave the food and the water in there overnight for them in the morning. Now, another place the rat's been getting in is into the chicken run, and all that mess of wood there that's all over the place is me trying to block up rat tunnels and stop it getting in on the other side. Now, over here you can see a hole where it's dug under. I don't know whether there's room for it to get through there. There probably is room for it to get through there. I'll have to fill that whole thing up, and then I can tell whether it has managed to get through there, whether there's a new hole dug. Now, I'll show you on the other side, when I move away some of those planks of wood given by my neighbour, you'll be able to see exactly where the tunnel is and how it manages to get in by digging along rather than just underneath. And there you can see the tunnel that goes along. And it's a bit of a nuisance, but I'll fill it in again. And I thought it wouldn't be right to have a video about chickens without any chickens in it. So here are three of the girls. Don't know where Alice was at this time, but here's Lola, and then Dusty and Sandy. And it doesn't bother the chickens that there's rats trying to get their food. There's Lola, happy with her toy, trying to get the last bit of grain out from last night, which she only has before she goes to bed, because it fills them up, but filling them up with grain helps to keep them warm. Their digestion works of a night time, but it also fills them up and stops them eating their proper layers pellets. But she's trying to get the last little bit out of there, and I'll give them some more later. And here's Dusty and Sandy on the table, trying to be as tall as me. At least I imagine that's what they're trying to do, but of course it might not. Oh, bit of a face off there. Sandy says, I was here first. I think I'm bigger than you. You can't be bigger than me. Except that Dusty is quite big for a little young chicken. Anyway, that's enough from us, and I'll see you soon. Take care. That's bye from me, and it's bye from the girls.